Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So, let me get a bit lighter here. Over the last couple of days, I have been wondering quite a bit about the possibility of growing wings. Now, can we grow wings? I know it sounds a bit weird or wild, but since R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly came out in 1998, I Googled this. Of course, I didn't know. And that melody got stuck in our collective subconscious. The question feels slightly more plausible. So I did what anyone who is curious and has a device would do. I Googled it. Can I grow wings? I asked Google. Now, the answers were a fascinating, really fascinating rabbit hole. I leave it at that. Now, but what actually got me thinking about wings is that in this week Parshat, Vayak'heil, we are instructed to build the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark that will be within the tabernacle, which is our portable sanctuary. Sitting atop of the ark are two angelic figures. They are called cherubim. Their wings are outstretched. And God, we are told, speaks from within, between those wings. In Jewish tradition, wings symbolize shelter and divine embrace. As Chaim Nachman Bialik wrote, "Achnisini tachat nafech b'yeli le'em be'achot." Gather me, bring me under your wings and be for me a mother and a sister. But you wouldn't necessarily gather this idea from how these wings are presented here in our journey, here in this Torah portion. And yet, this is not the first time wings show up in the story of the Exodus. Back in Exodus 19, just before the giving of the Torah, God reminds the people, "You have seen what I did to Egypt, how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to me." It's a powerful image. A people who had no strength left, no vision of themselves, lifted out of their suffering, carried. This verse becomes the opening line of the covenant, the spiritual ketubah between God and the people of Israel. It marks a turning point, a liminal moment from slavery to freedom, from narrowness to expansiveness and perspective, and from being crushed to being cherished. Now, here we are in Parshat Vayak'heil, standing before the ark, looking up to those same wings. Only this time, they are not lifting us. They are resting above something we built. The Mishkan, the Ark, the Torah, none of it was really handed to us. It was created by our hands, carried through our journeys, made holy through our effort. These wings hold memory. They whisper, once you were carried, and now you carry. Because in hard times, whatever they look like for you, political exhaustion, the devastating reality of war, the perverse normalization of anti-Semitism, family crisis, personal loss, you name it. We forget we are vessels for holiness. We forget we are capable of flight. The feeling of impotence. I don't know if you have ever felt that. Impotence. This feeling that there is so much around you that there's not much you can do. It's so overwhelming. The feeling of impotence is so painful. And yet, it is so misleading. Because the ark, that box that we put within the confines of the sanctuary, the one that carries the figures of the cherubim, these angelic figures with their outstretched wings. This ark reminds us that we are not empty. You carry Torah, you carry wisdom, you carry memory, hope, values, and light. The wings above the ark are not just symbols of divine protection. They are a challenge. Can you move from being carried to carrying on? Can you offer shelter to others? Can you believe that you were made for elevation? The first chief rabbi of Israel, the famous Rabbi Cook, wrote in a beautiful poem, "Ascend, ascend, for you have the strength to do so. You have the wings of the Spirit, wings of powerful eagles. Do not deny them, or they will deny you. Seek them, and you will find them in a flash." So maybe we can't grow physical wings. That is yet to be defined. But we can grow integrity, courage, compassion, faith, purpose. That might be the exact height that we need in order to overcome, to fly over our challenges. And maybe, just maybe, that's what flying really means. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.